And the answer is yes. Very clearly, yes. You can benefit. The sun will be at its solar maximum, which means that it is going to be at its most active state in its cycle. And when you go within, you're forced to look at the emotional, mental, and subconscious aspects of yourself. So there could be things there that need addressing, that could heal, and you step through that darkness into the light as a new version of yourself. This event will create a massive shift in people's lives. Be sure that you are part of that massive shift. Hello and welcome to my channel. I am your host, Alexis Rios. If you are a returning viewer, I welcome you back to part 3 of my Solar Eclipse video series. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for being here. Much love to you. If you are new to my videos, if this is the very first video that you've ever seen of me and my channel, I encourage you to go back to my earlier videos to watch part 1 of the Solar Eclipse video series. I'll be posting a link to that playlist right above me here so that you can get the full picture being given through this entire video series. In this video, I will be sharing with you the spiritual significance and symbolism of a solar eclipse and why this particular full solar eclipse happening this April 8th is totally different and rare compared to many other previous solar eclipses. So there you have it. Let's get into it. So talking about solar eclipses in general, they're very powerful astrological events. They have a very powerful and strong meaning behind them. They symbolize rebirth, they symbolize new beginnings, and I think most important of all, they symbolize going into darkness. Now some may view darkness as a negative thing, as a fearful thing, but if you look at it in a way where it's more of introspectiveness, where it's you going within yourself kind of darkness, then it can actually be very powerful for you, very healing, and it can be to your benefit to receive these energies and take that time to go within. More on that later. So many belief systems all around the world, through history, through civilizations or countries, through past, present, and future, always have believed and continue to and will continue to believe that a solar eclipse celestial event is one ushering in change. It is like the turning of a page to a new chapter. Now, talking about this particular solar eclipse, I feel like instead of turning a new page to a new chapter, it's more like you finish the book. It's time for a brand new book. That's what I feel anyway. I also very strongly feel that this particular celestial event happening April 8th will usher in a new age for humanity. I believe it will be a new golden age for humanity, where things like love, compassion, care will foster and grow, where we will become united as a species, as a human race, and not only as a human race, all life on Earth, including Mother Earth, will become one cohesive unit that will all strive for the betterment of all. That's what I believe is the world that we're heading towards. And that is the world that I am choosing. Typically, the energies that a solar eclipse event bring are one of a higher vibration. It provides an opportunity for anyone to raise their vibration, to accept these new energies, to accept these higher vibrational energies, so that they can use that to their benefit to grow and to transform and to become a better version of themselves, to end the last chapter and to begin anew, much like the phoenix. So I believe a solar eclipse is also very strongly related to a phoenix, the symbology of a phoenix, the symbolism of rebirth and renewal. The reason why this event is so amazing is because it requires the sun, the moon, and the earth. Without one of those pieces, you can't have this amazing celestial event. So this rare event requires there to be an alignment between those three so that we can witness it, but not only can witness it, but can benefit from the energies. Not only does these energies create somewhat of a bridge between worlds, but it also creates a portal. A solar eclipse creates a portal for energies to come through and also to invite us to look within. This portal will invite you to shift your life and your consciousness. So keep that in mind. Now I believe there is no coincidence that the word prophecy is being thrown about here and there when it relates to the full solar eclipse happening this April 8th. I believe that it is somewhat of a prophetic experience that we are having. However, depending on what side of that coin you are on, that's going to be your reality and that's going to be your perspective. So some may view it as the end times or prophecy of negative things to come or destruction or collapse. Some of us may see it that way. But some of us may see it the other way, where it's still somewhat of a prophecy, but it is something that ushers in beauty and change, but change for the benefit of humanity. So pick which side you want to be on. Do you want to be on the side of higher vibrational consciousness and love and care for all that is? Or do you want to be in the fear-based mentality where there's restriction and control and chaos? You choose. I feel like this event is happening for a reason. You decide which reason that is for you. So you may ask, how is this particular solar eclipse different from all the others? One of those reasons is that during the solar eclipse happening this April 8th, the sun will be at its solar maximum, which means that it is going to be at its most active state in its cycle, which I believe is no coincidence. That's a very rare thing to happen. So because the sun is at its most active, the energy that will be coming through will be much more intense than any of us have experienced for several hundreds of years. That's amazing, and that's powerful. Another reason why this event is going to be so rare is because of the sheer amount of people that will have the opportunity to witness this beautiful celestial event. Millions will witness this event in absolute darkness. Now, not to kill the mood, guys, but another reason why this event is so rare and so special is because we won't witness an event like this in this part of the world until 2045. So if you have the opportunity to witness this event and connect with the energies and use this event to your betterment, I highly encourage you do so. So, you may be wondering what could be the potential benefits from this amazing event. Is it just viewing it that is its only benefit? Even though that can create an unforgettable experience for you and have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, this galactic alignment has many more benefits than just that. When a solar eclipse comes around, it invites us to look within, to plunge into darkness. Now, when you strip it down to its original meaning, darkness just meant emptiness and, being in darkness, being without light. So it's been given this negative energy behind it that when people say darkness, they think it could be bad or evil or whatever. But it's not like that. So when we say plunge you into darkness or plunge the world into darkness, it invites you to go within to view things that are not in the light so that you can bring them up into the light. So when an eclipse happens, you have light, then the moon comes across, the portal happens, the energies come through, and then eventually the light comes back. And in that time, you're bringing out what's in the darkness to be shown into the light. And that's a beautiful thing. That's a very healing thing to happen. It's a powerful thing to happen. And when you go within, you're forced to look at the emotional mental and subconscious aspects of yourself. So there could be things there that could need addressing, that could heal and overcome and to be released even. Sometimes pure awareness of them being there is enough for it to be released. So it's a beautiful transformational thing. That's why it's a rebirth. That's why it's a renewal. Is because you're letting go old parts of yourself, bringing them to the light, and you step through that light. You step through that darkness into the light as a new version of yourself. So this is why I believe the solar eclipse is so beautiful, and is also why I believe that there's all this negativity about it. It is my opinion that they want to bring you into that perspective, into that mindset, so that you can align with that energy and not benefit from the solar eclipse. So some of you may be asking at this point, can I benefit even though I'm not in the direct path of the solar eclipse? And the answer is yes. Very clearly, yes. You can benefit. You do not need to be in that path of alignment so that you can benefit. No matter what, the moon is still passing through the sun and casting a shadow on the earth. So the energies are still coming through. Now, one of the other benefits of this particular solar eclipse is that we'll have the opportunity to shift timelines. So I talked about how this could provide a release of old emotions or old thought patterns or old subconscious patterns, but also a physical detox. Even though this may be controversial to some of you, I believe that it can detox from the jab. So that is another reason why I might suspect that they don't want us looking at the solar eclipse. They want us to choose the timeline that keeps us in control and in the ground. That is all my opinion. You could take it with a grain of salt and make up your own belief. All in all, this event could potentially be a huge quantum leap for you if you embrace it. This event will create a massive shift in people's lives. Be sure that you are part of that massive shift. So there you have it, folks. Take it all with a grain of salt. Make up your own beliefs about the information that you have received, and go with what resonates. That's what I want. I don't want people to blindly follow me. I want people to resonate with the information and to grab that information and make it their own and create it, put it into their own belief system and change it in a way that benefits them, that becomes their own belief system that is ever changing. I believe all belief systems are ever changing. Some people like to stay in a non-moving belief system, and that's their choice. But I believe when it comes to true growth and expansion and transformation, belief systems are always changing and morphing and growing even. So don't be rigid, be fluid. If this video resonated with you, if you gained something from it, please consider subscribing. Please consider liking the video and ringing that bell icon so that you can be notified when the next video posts. I love to hear your guys' comments. I love to respond to your guys' comments. So if you have something to say, even if it's just a simple thank you or to say that was interesting, I love to see those comments and to say thanks for taking the time out of your day to do so. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. And as always, I love you all, and I will catch you in the next video.